Okay. So I'm screen recording.
Using the bathroom to go number 2. There is nothing that can prepare you for this moment. You ate something that gave you the runs last night, so even though you really didn't want to, you're forced to go poop in the school bathroom. Once the coast is clear, you run into one of the stalls, preferably the handicap one because there's more space, and try to be as quiet as possible. And then the inevitable happens. Someone walks in, and you put your feet up so they don't get a chance to see your shoes from underneath the stall. And you're trying to finish as quickly as possible because no one should ever have to suffer from pooing in a school bathroom. But it takes forever because the toilet paper in there is more thin than Vecna in the last season of Stranger Things. It's truly a traumatic experience. But I don't know what's more traumatic, school bathrooms or group projects. Group projects might be the most stressful part of school. I'm convinced teachers assign these just to watch us suffer. The second a teacher announces a group project, you can feel the stress levels in the room spike. Everyone's doing mental calculations. Who do I work with? Who's actually gonna do work if we're in a group together? Who's gonna ruin my GPA? It's like the Hunger Games, except instead of fighting to the death, we're fighting for a decent grade. There are 2 ways group projects can happen.
This video really said the orange dot on.
I want to try glass processing.
Said the orange dot on my screen meant I was being recorded. Yeah, I know. I am recording myself.
I died on purpose.
I'll talk to you.
So I guess now I'm playing it with my brother. Wait, no, you're not my brother. You're my cousin. Hey, this video.
Wait, you're recording?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Are you okay? Okay, Mommy Jama is here. Please, let's do this. We don't have much time. I mean, carry going. I don't know what to do.
That person come back is my cousin's mom.
Dara, yeah, please.
Man, why do I keep getting ads?
And both of them are terrible. Scenario 1, the teacher lets you pick your groups. This is terrible because it just turns into a social hierarchy nightmare. The popular kids immediately form a super group while everyone else is scrambling. And if you don't have friends in that class, you're cooked, buddy.
And now we are playing Geometry Dash again. Yay. Now, I get to leave this with
Standing there like a kid who didn't get picked in dodgeball, except this affects your future. Scenario 2, the teacher assigns your group. When this happens,
With new Millionaire for Life from the Hoosier
That
Lottery,
person
you
in
have the
the
chance to win
background is
$1
my
million
cousin's mom.
every year for life, which means there's more room for play than ever before. This year, next year,
Nah.
and every year after that. There are millions of reasons to play new Millionaire for Life
Okay.
from the Hoosier Lottery. Champions of play.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. Now
get
I
all
have
the
Rinvoq,
points,
a
all
once-daily
the
pill
power.
that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema
Please,
fast.
dude, I
Some felt
need
significant
this.
itch relief as early
My
as 2
mom
days.
is
And some
God.
achieved dramatic
Oh,
skin
please.
clearance as early
I'll
as 2
live
weeks.
with my
Many saw
dad.
clear or almost clear skin.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. See a head-to-head study of Rinvoq versus another treatment.
I just
at
died.
you just gotta pray. There's
You
no other
have a
option.
genie
Because you know,
next to
you
you or
absolutely know
something?
that you're gonna get paired with the kid who hasn't turned in an
Okay.
assignment since World War I. The same kid who thinks the
What if
mitochondria
I
is a
sa-
type of
Wait,
pasta.
can we
The same kid
sabotage
who's
each
probably not
other?
even aware this class exists. And that's exactly what happened to
died
me. So I
again.
got assigned to
That's
work
the
with this kid
easiest
who
part.
never, and I mean never, came to school. Like I'm pretty sure he was a myth, an urban legend. Some people in the class didn't even know he existed. I've heard rumors about him, but I never actually saw him. He was like Bigfoot, except instead of being in the woods, he was just not in class. And when I saw his name on my group, I immediately knew I was cooked. No chance this dude was contributing at all. 0% probability. First day of the project, I show up, ready to divide the work. He's not there. Day 2, still not there. Day 3, nowhere to be found. A full week goes by and he's radio silent. We had 25 days to complete this project and he was not there for a single one. Honestly, like that takes commitment. So I accept my fate. I'm doing this entire project solo. I'm staying up till 2 a.m. on some nights just working on it. I've made peace with it. I'm prepared to present this entire project by myself. I've practiced my lines. I've practiced his lines. I'm ready. But presentation day arrives. I walk into class, mentally prepared to solo this entire thing. And guess who walks in that door? For the first time in I don't know how long, my group project partner shows up to class. This man walks into class on presentation day, the only day he's been here pretty much all semester, and I realize we have a serious problem. We've never discussed anything about the project. He doesn't know what the topic is. He doesn't know what's on the slides. He probably doesn't even know what class this is. Why did he have to show up on this one day? And it's not like I can just present the whole thing while he's standing right there next to me. No, the teacher knows that it has to be a collaborative effort. So eventually we get called up to present and I'm sweating. He's standing next to me looking at the slides for literally the first time in his life and he says,
Yo,
but then he said,
nice to meet you. Oh, yeah, nice to meet you too. It's not nice to meet you! You just ruined our whole project! Anyways,
So what
I start
level
presenting
is
and it's going fine.
What
I'm delivering my
difference
parts. The
between
class
the
is paying attention.
Oh.
The teacher is nodding, and I'm just thinking, okay, you know what? I
They
am just gonna say the whole
probably
thing.
just
And
changed
he
it
can
to
just
hard
stand there
because
next to me,
they don't
nodding,
want
like he doesn't know how to
a
speak.
level
Maybe
to
we can
be
just convince the teacher that he had a sore
before
throat and couldn't
jumping.
say anything. But then, after reading about 50% of the presentation, once we go on to the next slide, right as I'm about to speak, he goes,
I got this one.
and he turns around facing directly towards the presentation,
end
trying to
music
figure out what
of
to say.
Back
And he just
on
goes,
Track is giving me
So,
tears of
as you can see
joy.
from the graph,
he pauses, actually reads the slide for a second,
and then goes, so the numbers on the
Dare
graph,
you tell me
they
to
go
shut
up,
up.
and sometimes they go down. Yeah.
I'm crying
You
inside.
already
I'm
done
standing
with
next to
back
him
on-
having an out-of-body
Wait, but I
experience.
didn't
And he just
hear
keeps
the
going.
ending.
And as we can see, this connects to
My
the
name
thing
is
we were talking about earlier.
The
What
Ender
thing? We
Dragon.
did not talk about anything earlier, lil bro. You weren't even here. The class is confused. The teacher is confused. I'm confused. He's just making stuff up at this point. Full improvisation. Finally, he finishes the slide, and I make sure that I read the rest of them from that point on. We then finish and go back to our seats. Of course, I'm traumatized. I need therapy, and the teacher asks,
Did you guys evenly contribute the work on this project?
we both look at each other. I'm thinking about the 40
I
hours I
died.
put into this
I
thing, the
died.
all-nighters, the research, and I go, yeah, because what else am I gonna say? I'm not snitching, but also, I'm not happy. But we get our grade back a week later, A-.
Man,
we both
I'll
got
just
an
beat
A-.
this
This
without
man did
trying to
absolutely
get
nothing,
all
showed
those
up for 8
points.
minutes,
Or
said
just
the numbers go
get
up and down,
at
and
the
got an
end.
A-. I'm pretty sure I did the
Or
biggest
will
carry
I?
job since LeBron in the finals in 2018. But that's group projects for you. The teacher hits you with the classic line.
We do group projects because they prepare you for the real world.
Mrs. Smith, no they don't. So imagine this, you're driving home, same route you always take, nothing weird. Then out of
just
nowhere,
wanna skip
someone
to
blows
the
a stop
red
sign and hits you.
part.
Next thing you know, you're on the side of the road, adrenaline still pumping, trying to process what just happened. Your car's wrecked, your head's racing, and everything feels chaotic. Your phone starts
Remember,
blowing up
I
with
said,
calls
or
and
did
messages
I?
about the accident. What really matters is having someone on your side who actually knows how this works. Someone whose entire job is to protect you and fight for you. That's why, if you're ever injured because of someone else's negligence, you can check out
Never
Morgan
thought
and
I'd
Morgan.
see
There's a reason
Tyler
why you wouldn't drive
talking
distracted,
about
just like there's a
Morgan
reason
and
why Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. They've been fighting for the people for over 35 years. With more than 1,000 lawyers, 100 offices nationwide, and they've recovered over $30 billion for their clients. Hiring Morgan & Morgan
keep
is basically
dying
like
at
having an entire legal team
84%.
step in and handle everything for you. The paperwork, the back and forth, so you don't have to figure it out all on your own. And the best part is, their fee is free unless they win. Because not all law firms are the same, and hiring the wrong one may mean you're beat before you even start. You can check out Morgan & Morgan at forthepeople.com/Tyler Vitelli.
I don't really.
It's really critical that we have a tool that can help us communicate and help us stay coordinated. Service Titan touches every aspect of our business. It touches every associate that works for our teams, but really it connects them. Service Titan is really at the hub of all that activity across the branches.
Partnering with a software company that we can utilize to scale, I think, is key. If we were all back on paper or not keeping up with the changes in the marketplace, I think growth would be a lot slower.
The triple spike is kinda easy now. You'll
to the
get
next
used
school
to it
experience we've
once
all
you
gone
beat
through.
it.
And this one needs to be illegal. So I'll let you guys guess what this next experience is. Is it A, being accused of having a crush on someone you do not like? B, getting fed slop from the school cafeteria? Or C, walking into class and forgetting you had a test that day? You guessed it, the answer is none of the above. Because the real answer is school couples. Now I know what you're all thinking. Tyler, you're just saying this because you're jealous you were never in a relationship during school. And while you are correct, and I do want to cry because of that, I'm not saying all school couples are bad. I'm talking about the ones who operate under the belief that everyone else is just a background character in their romantic movie. Because picture this, you're walking to class, trying to get to your locker, but oh no, you can't because someone's in front of it. A guy and a girl just making out with each other right in front of where you have to go. They've been there for 6 minutes, haven't paused a second to even take a breath of fresh air, and you need to get your textbook. You're gonna be late, but you can't interrupt them, so you just wait. You just stand there looking like an NPC right in front of people who are making out. Nah, but seriously, school couples are a different breed. Like, I used to be at lunch in school just trying to eat my food in peace, and the couple that would always sit at the spot right behind me was giving me the ick. And I don't even know what that word really means, to be honest. I just hear everyone else say it. First of all, they'd always sit on each other's lap, which doesn't sound too weird until you realize the dude was the one sitting on her lap. They're feeding each other their food, talking in baby voices, calling each other names like Boo Bear and Pookie, and a bunch of other names that should be illegal. These two are really comfortable with each other. How long have they been dating? Like 3 years or so? No, try 9 days.
Guys,
and they're already posting
I have a
my forever and always
and it's
on
not just
Instagram.
a
And
theory,
then the inevitable
it's a
happens.
game
After about 3
theory.
weeks of dating, they break up. So to all the school couples out there,
Now it's time for Back on Track.
please just do all that freaky stuff at home, not in front of my locker. This next unavoidable school experience is one I really hope
how
is
do you know
relatable because
what's
if
a
I'm the
main
only one
level
that's been
and
through
what's
it, that's
not
gonna be
a
super
main
embarrassing.
level?
But all of us, and I mean all of us, have gone into class before when we're tired, brain's not
How
fully
am I
working, and you're just sitting there,
autistic?
but you have to go to the bathroom. So you raise your hand, the teacher says, yes, Tyler,
the
and then it
catalog?
happens. You say, hey mom, can I mean, Mrs. Smith, time stops. Your life flashes before your eyes. Everything you've ever done, every mistake you've ever made has led to this moment. You've made a critical, irreversible error. The class reaction is instant.
Yo, he called the teacher mom!
Everyone in class is laughing at you, even though it ain't really that funny. Even the quiet kid in the back, who never makes a sound, is losing it. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Harold. Don't think I don't remember that day. You've united the entire class in your humiliation.
Guys,
Crips
I've got
and Bloods
all
could
the
be in this
points
room,
in
and
this
they'd put aside their
level,
differences
but it's
just to
only
laugh at
saying
you. Your
I've
face goes
got
from a normal color to
two.
looking like a tomato in 0.3
No, it's
seconds.
only
You can
saying
feel the
I've
heat
got
radiating from your
one.
cheeks. And then the teacher responds. Some teachers can be cool about it and just be like, oh, Tyler, it's okay. It was a mistake. But other teachers get weird about it.
Guys,
They
I have
pause.
a
They look at
theory.
you with this
It's not
expression you
just a
can't quite
game
read.
theory. It's
I'm
a
not your
film
mom.
theory.
Oh, really?
So
Thank you for the
the
clarification.
FBI
I was wondering why you were a ginger and I came out with brown hair. Really helpful. Definitely didn't make this worse. So you try to
If
recover
you
and go,
look
I mean,
into them, you'll
can I go to the bathroom,
see they don't have
Mrs. Teacher? But it's too
brains
late. Everyone already heard it. The
or
damage is done.
hearts.
You could cure cancer
But
by the end of
don't
that
you
day
need
and you would
those
still
to
be known as the
survive?
kid who called the teacher mom. So if you ever accidentally do this, my advice to you is drop out, move
So
to a
my
foreign country,
theory
learn the
is
language,
they
cut off
have
all contact with your family, and
invisible
live a simple
organs.
lifestyle on a farm. You got no other option. But you know what's even worse than calling your teacher mom? Seeing your teacher outside of
What am I
school.
talking
Finding your teacher outside of school is like seeing a zoo animal in the wild. It just feels fundamentally wrong, like a glitch in the Matrix. You're at Walmart shopping with your mom, and then you see them, your history teacher, Mr. Jacobs, standing in the cereal aisle. But something's different because this time he's wearing shorts. Teachers are allowed to wear normal clothes. Your brain can't process it. Like teachers actually exist outside of school. They buy groceries and have lives. They're not just NPCs who spawn in the classroom at 8 a.m. and despawn at 3 p.m. This
When
is
you
deeply
go on
upsetting
one of
information.
the-
Now you only have 1
one of
second to make a
those
decision when this
staircase
happens. Do you say hi to
things
your
for
teacher,
the
or do you
second
hide,
time.
or do you pretend to not see them at all? All three options are terrible. There's no good outcome here. You're in a lose-lose-lose situation. If you acknowledge them, you have to do awkward small
No,
talk. Oh, hey, Mr.
it's
Johnson.
back on track.
Crazy to see you here. And then your mom and the teacher are forced to interact, and you're holding your breath, hoping that he doesn't mention the time where you were
Thanks.
1 decimal away from failing the class. I've seen my teacher in public a couple times, and the most funny experience I have of this happening is when I saw my teacher
gosh,
at
I
the
keep
gym. My
jumping
science
at
teacher,
that
who was
part.
usually a really strict dude. The type of teacher who'd give you detention for breathing too loud. I couldn't imagine this guy having any other
Should
hobbies
I
besides
end the
grading
video
papers
already?
and hating teenagers. But I'm at the gym trying to work out, and I see him walk in. So I'm thinking,
nice
do
to
not make eye
know.
contact, do not make eye contact, do not make eye contact. I'm strategically positioning myself on the opposite side of the gym as
I
him,
could
trying to stay
come
super
in
far away. But at the same
unwashed
time, I'm kind of
jeans.
curious because I want to see what it looks like when he works out. I just didn't expect him to. He wasn't in bad shape or anything, but like I said, I literally could not imagine this guy outside of school. So I'm like, oh, what is he gonna do? Some squats, maybe a bench press? But I couldn't have been any more shocked than what I saw that day.